Yo, RX back with another recap of UFC Abu Dhabi Nurmagomedov versus Sandhagen. We back with another recap of a card that was disappointing, underwhelming, boring. It was not a great card, to be honest. It was very bad. Like, on paper it looked like it was gonna be really fucking good. On paper it looked like it was gonna be a fun card. You had a lot of big names, a lot of big fights, and at the end of the day we got very few memorable moments, and it was just not a great card. Like, it was in the daytime at least, so that was over, so I got over early. But it was not even that good of a card, and it wasn't even the best fucking thing I watched yesterday. SummerSlam was way fucking better. But, yeah, this was just a really weak card, really disappointing card. As usual at this point, like, the UFC at this point is the same shit, different week. Like, it's getting fucking annoying after a while, but it's getting annoying, and at the same time you're used to it so I don't know. It was what it was, and now it's time to recap it. A day late, my bad. I got tired last night, and this card was not worth the time, so I don't think anyone cares. You didn't miss much, but I'm still getting this out on Sunday like I promised, so there you go. But yeah, I can't really say much else besides the card was not great, so now let's recap it, if that makes any fucking sense. So, enough rambling, let's get into the recap. Before I do, please like, comment, subscribe. 100 subs goal by the end of 2024. Thank you so much for getting me up to 64. I swear every video I'm getting two new ones, so if we can continue that trend, I'd be pretty happy, but if not, shit happens, I understand. I'm happy with whatever number I have. Thank you no matter what. But enough rambling, let's get into the recap. You want to recap 13 pretty underwhelming fights? I really don't, but let's get into it. So, without further ado, let's do it. This might be one of the shortest recaps because there's just not a lot to fucking say. Especially when we start off the night with a completely shit fight that, as predicted, when you have two joke fighters, as we began the night in the middleweight division with a fight between Sedriques, Dumas versus Denis Tiuliulin. Yeah, we shocked the card to start off with a fucking dud when you got 22 Savage and fucking a can fighting. Like, what? I don't even know what you want me to say. The fight was terrible. For 2 rounds, Dumas just beat up Tiuliulin pretty much on the ground more than anything, which is good job. And then the third, he was pretty gassed, so Tiuliulin did have his best round of the fight, but even then, he was already down 2 rounds. It really did not matter. And Sedriques Dumas got the win, 29-28 on 2 scorecards, 30-27 on the other. I think I scored it 30-27. I don't really remember. Not like it matters. It's just a low-level fight between 2 fighters who are not good. So, the UFC was just handing Dumas an easy win. He did win easily, enough to be disputed. But, like, the UFC likes Dumas for whatever reason, and he's just not good. He's just not good. So, and the fight was not good, which is the worst part. We had a terrible fight. The UFC's been on a roll of starting cards off, the main card and the card in general, off with good fights. They kind of dropped the ball here. So, and they've kind of been dropping the ball lately. We had Shamil on last week with dud. This week, it's like, Can we start getting, like, real fights to begin the night? Like, the main card opener's been good. This wasn't, so. A little disappointed in that. You could have had a lot of things open the card. You could have had fucking Fernandes would have been better. You could have had Dudakova open the card. There's a lot of fights you could have had that would have been better than this garbage. This shit shouldn't even been on the card. It should have been Dumas versus someone else. Kutateladze shouldn't even be in the UFC anymore, so. Whatever. Just a shitty, low-level fight to be in the card, and as expected. Again, as fucking expected. You got a dude who's a shitty kickboxer somehow, and a guy who's a shitty kickboxer who can weirdly grapple against a guy who's never shown any talent in the UFC. What the fuck are we to expect? So, I don't know. Not really much else to say. Just talk about each fighter real quick. Again, Sedriques is not good. He's not fucking good. And like, yeah, he's 3-2 in the UFC. That is a winning record, a lot better than a lot of fighters I've done. But who are those wins against? One of your best one in the UFC is Cody Brundage. That says a lot. like a fucking Abu Zaitar's shit. Cody Brundage is shit, and Denis Tiuliulin is shit, and he didn't look impressive in any of those wins. The last time Sedriques Dumas looked any bit impressive was a Contender Series where he looked amazing. Against this fucking undefeated guy, 47-second submission. Amazing. I don't know what happened to that guy. In 2 years, he's fucking turned into a decision machine who can't beat anyone, who only wins if he's fighting a complete can. So, I don't know, man. I really just don't know. UFC likes this guy, though. They're gonna keep giving him fucking layups, because they either give him a layup and he wins, maybe, or they give him a hard fight and he loses. Even though Josh Frem, for fuck's sake, is far from a hard fight, but whatever. So, whatever, fuck this guy. Anyway, fucking woman-beating piece of shit. Fuck you. To talk about his opponent, Tiuliulin, what there to say, 1-5 in the UFC. Do I even need to tell you what they do with Tiuliulin? Get ready to learn PFL, buddy. Simple as that. Not very much else to say. Of course, no fucking fight idea. Do you think I'm giving Sedriques Dumas a fight idea? Put him in there fucking Francis Ngannou for all I care. Fuck this fight. Fuck Sedriques Dumas. I'm not even gonna say fuck Tiuliulin. He just sucks. And yeah, I shitty fight to begin the night. I don't care what happens with DC. If they both got cut, I'd be fucking happy. But sadly, only one gets cut. So, Denis, see you in PFL, buddy. Sedriques, you're a bitch. 22 Savage got the win to begin the night in a shitty fight. After that, we had to our second fight of the night in the lightweight division, which was this was alright, a lot better than the Dumas fight, which is funny. I said the complete opposite in the breakdown, because I thought Dumas was the better fighter out of the four, but clearly not. And then our second fight of the night, we had to lightweight for a pretty whatever fight between Herbert versus Rolando Bedoya. This fight pretty much went as, I think, at least I expected, maybe other people expected this as well. Seems like most people did. Herbert was just a better fighter on the feet for 15 minutes. I don't think the fight ever hit the ground, so it was pretty much just a striking match, and Herbert was the better striker. The only round that was really close was the second round, which if you want to give that to Bedoya, I don't mind, but it was a pretty clear win for Herbert. I did see a couple people saying robbery. Like, I don't know how you really give Bedoya 2 and 3. Like, were they closer rounds? Yes, but I still think at most you give him the second. Like, Herbert was just the quicker, better striker. Like, he landed shots that I barely even saw. I feel like most people didn't even fucking see. Cause Bedoya would rush in with a shitty fucking punch and just get boop in the fucking chin real quick, like as Herbert scoots out the way, and it just showed there was levels to this fight, and Herbert was a way higher level fighter, which says a lot. So, like, I get, like, it was a close fight on paper, and I see why a lot of people did pick Bedoya and are upset with getting that wrong, but Herbert clearly won this fight. Like I said, I don't care about either. I'm happy I got my pick right, but being fucking honest, it was just the right pick. The better fighter won, and simple as that. Like, are either of these two good? No, fuck no, we know that for a fact, but Herbert was the better fighter in this fight and just in general, so yeah, pretty much for 15 minutes he was just the better striker. He landed the better shots, the more shots. Maybe not the more powerful shots, that's probably Bedoya's, but still, it was just a clear win for Herbert. So I really don't get people calling robbery outside you pick Bedoya. So whatever. Not very much to say about this fight. It was just a pretty uneventful fight. Nothing to write home about. Some of you'll probably forget about in a week. But let's just talk about the fighters real quick. We'll start with Jai Herbert. Good win. Get back on track for the first time in since fucking not won a fight since late 22. Yeah, is the dude good? No, but he has the skill set to be able to beat these lesser fighters like Bedoya, Kyle Nelson, Kamaworthy, what have you. Just when he fights a Firas Ziam, Ilya Tapoya, Hanato Moicano, even though he almost finished Tapoya, he just does not have the skill to either hang with him or even beat him. So he does not have the chin to like a Trinaldo or a Tapoya. He does not have the chin for those guys. He does not have the fight IQ for those guys. He does not have the cardio. He's not a good fighter, but he has the ability to just beat these lesser opponents. So, and he did here. That's exactly what he did to a T. He beat Bedoya pretty easily, like he should have, and got a nice win. So, at 36 years old, is he gonna ever make a fucking run? No. He'll probably have a couple more fights, eventually go on a losing streak and get cut. But as of right now, he's still in the fucking safe zone. He just got a win. Who knows when he'll fight again. He's not the most active fighter in the world, and let's just see what happens with him. So. Yeah, he's not exciting, he's not entertaining, he's not good, but he can win a fight, so I'll give him that much. Hey Leon, where was your performance last week, you fucking prick? Your friend had a way better performance. Whatever. And then to talk about Bedoya, he's just not good. That Chaos Williams fight was just a fucking anomaly, apparently, because the guy we saw against Chaos Williams last year is not the guy we've seen since. Like, I don't know if that was just Chaos did not prepare right for him. Bedoya was just fucking... I don't really know how to even put that fight, but like most people think Bedoya won that fight, for fuck's sake. But ever since that fight, he's fought lesser opponents and got beat easily. Like, Kanan Song was just a fucking masterclass. And Jai Herbert beat the shit out of him. I just remembered Bedoya got dropped in round 1, so it's like he's just not good. Like, I know he trains he wants to shoot to box, so he has a ground game. We didn't get to fucking see it from what I remember, but the only positive I can give you about his game is he is tough. We saw that in the Chaos Williams fight. We saw that against Kanan Song. He's tough. He has a good chin. Yeah, he got dropped, but shit happens. Besides that, what is he good at? His fight IQ sucks, his striking IQ sucks, his striking sucks. We've not really seen his ground game. His cardio's not good. Like, I just don't see any positives with this kid. So I say you cut him. Like, even if you want to go, he's 1-2 in the UFC, he beat Chaos Williams, fine, give him another fight. Feed him to a young guy off the top of my head if he's staying at lightweight. Chris Duncan, Charlie Campbell, Trevor Peake would be fun, Terrence McKinney, Abdul Karim Al-Sawadi, Balaji Oki, feed him to a young guy. But if you're gonna just try and give him another fight he could win, what's the point? He's not good. If you're gonna give him a shitty fighter like fucking Claudio Puelles, well, what's the fucking... Actually, I know they won't do that fight. They're not gonna have Peru fighters fight. But just off the top of my head, a Claudio Puelles, a Vince Pichel, what's the fucking point? If he wins, he still sucks. If he loses, you just proved my point. So, I just cut him. Go back to fucking, well, I don't know, you've never been there, but PFL, FFC, wherever the fuck you want to go. He's only 27, so he's young. Like, I didn't say this about Denis Tiuliulin because he's in his late 30s, but Bedoya, 27 years old, maybe get cut, couple years, come back. We've seen it before. Julio Rosa, Daniel Pineda. We don't know. Maybe that's what Bedoya needs, but right now I just don't really see a future for this guy in the UFC when he just does not have the skill. Like, he did cut down to lightweight, and he didn't look much different in fucking look or fighting ability, so I think you're just wasting your time giving him another fight, so that's all I gotta say. Really no fight idea here, because do you care about a Jai Herbert fight idea? Me neither. Just feed him to a young guy, or, I don't know, feed him to, fucking Clay Guida, came to mind, fucking, like, lightweight's such a deep division, Contender Series is about to begin, so you can feed him to someone who comes off there, something like that, just something simple like that. He's not, like, Herbert's just not very good. Like, he's good enough to beat a Bedoya, but, like, actually, the more I think about it, Jai Herbert's the perfect fighter to fight a debuting Contender Series guy who's hyped up, because either they're gonna look good and win, or they're gonna look shit and lose. So, yeah, it's not a bad idea, to be honest. And like I said about Bedoya, just cut him. I either cut him or feed him to a young guy. I really don't see the point of giving him another winnable quote-quote fight. I say quote-quote because fuck, you made Jai Herbert look like he should have been minus 250. So, yeah, just not very much to say about this fight. Better than the Dumas fight. Still a super forgettable fight that I will not even remember by fucking Thursday. So, this should have been the apex. Also, this definitely should have been in the apex. So, whatever. Not a terrible fight, but forgettable. So, upgrade from Dumas fight. Forgettable is better than bad, but still, nothing special about it. And it happened. Good win for Jai Herbert, I guess. After that, we head to our third fight of the night in the women's strawweight division. Real women, unlike the Olympics. I know it's a crazy idea. As in our third fight of the night, we had Sam Hughes versus Victoria Dudakova. This is when the card kind of got annoying. We see our first robbery, which I feel like it's been a minute since we saw a robbery. Maybe I'm forgetting something, but yeah, I feel like this is the first time we've seen a fucking robbery in a hot minute. And yeah, this was bad. In round one, Dudakova clearly won the round. It was close up until the end, and Dudakova clearly took it with a barrage of knees and shit. Round two is when the fight got closer. It was a close round. Sam Hughes was starting to do better, but Dudakova, I still think, took the round, got a takedown late, almost locked in a knee bar. I think of the knee bar, maybe I'm getting, I forget what submission it was. Should have been a Dudakova round, but fine, whatever. Judges are fucking blind. I'll give them a break. Round three, Dudakova also won that round. I don't know what the fuck they saw Sam Hughes do besides get taken down and held against the cage, but okay. If anything, I think the fucking 30-27 Dudakova is better than 29-28 Hughes. Like, Dudakova won the first round clearly. The second and third were close, but I thought fucking clear. So, like, if you want to give Sam round 2 or 3, fine, but you don't give her both. She did not win this fucking fight. We were lying to ourselves after a while. But whenever the judges were bored. They wanted to do a robbery, and they decided on this fight. Not the only robbery tonight, and I know you're shocked. Not the only robbery tonight, and it's funny enough, it was in the other woman's fight. But yeah, annoying. Dudakova was my lock of the night, and she did not live up to it. She looked like shit. I should have went with Shara or Michael Chiesa. But, I didn't want to take a cheap way out, and Dudakova on paper should have won easily, but she fucking just gassed out, and she did win. Again, she did fucking win. It was a complete robbery, but judges are judges, man. They're gonna do whatever bullshit they want to hit their parlay. Someone had Sam Hughes and fucking Mackenzie Dern in their parlay, and they cashed that bitch off of pure robberies alone, so fuck them, I guess. Good for them and fuck them. So, and this fight wasn't even that good to begin with. Like, round 1 was decent. Round 2 and 3, meh. Round 2 and 3 were just a gassed fighter fighting a can. So, not really much else to say. Very annoying, forgettable fight. I'll talk about Dudakova first, since she was the real winner, and it's not like I got much to say about Sam Hughes anyway. Really disappointed in Dudakova here. Like, even though she did win, she still didn't look great. She fucking She's never watched Sam Hughes fight tape, because if she did, she would know the only thing Sam Hughes does is win when you gas out, and what did Dudakova do? She tired out. Like, disappointed. Like, her striking still has a lot to be desired. Her ground game looked okay, but against someone who's not a bad ground fighter, she kind of got nullified at times, and her cardio kind of looks like it's shit. So, we kind of saw glimpses on the Jinyu Fry fight, but it's Jinyu Fry, she's able to win that easily. But here, she could not really hide the cardio issues as much, and it showed. Again, she still won. Complete robbery. But, again, judges are judges. I expect nothing less than them to be fucking morons. And, yeah. Just annoying. I expected better. Not really much to say about Sam Hughes. Fuck. English, please. Not much to say about Sam Hughes. She got gifted a robbery. Good for whatever. Good for her, I guess. You want to hold that pretend win up? Worked for other people. That's all Cheeto's career is built on, so good for you. But yeah, not very much else to say. Pretty lame fight. Of course, no fight idea. Fuck. I'm not giving Sam Hughes a fucking fight idea. You can go fuck yourself. But yeah, not very much else to say. Complete robbery, as expected with a UFC fight. And yeah, just kind of annoying. Whatever. You know me, I don't give a fuck. I got that right. Fuck 'em. After that, we had to our fourth fight of the night in the lightweight division. A pretty decent fight. And in our fourth fight of the night, like I said, we had the lightweight for Guram Kutateladze versus Jordan Vucenic. There you go, I learned how to say it. This fight's pretty fucking simple. Round 1, Jordan looked amazing. He had dominated Guram, dropped him. If you said a 10-8, I wouldn't be upset, but easily took the round. But then you see the effects of stepping in on short notice. Jordan started to gas out, and Guram just cuddled his way into a 29-28, winning round 2 and 3 in very boring fashion. And yeah. Pretty much all that happened. If you could just turn off your TV after round 1, because all you saw was Guram cuddling Jordan for 2 rounds. A tired out Jordan for 2 rounds. So yeah, not really much to say. Annoying, but at the same time it's expected with a debuting fighter on very short notice who just fought like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, not surprised, but at the same time, shit happens. So, on a full camp, Jordan would have won easily. I'll live on that hill and die on that hill. On a full camp, Jordan would have won, if not even finished him easily. Jordan is the better fighter. I saw a 1 round that proved my point. So, the other 2 rounds and nothing happened besides Guram cuddling Jordan. So, I know what fighter looked better here, and it was not Guram. Guram looked like shit. And again, on a full camp, Jordan wins fucking easily. I'm not saying because I picked Jordan. I picked Jordan as a fucking joke, as whatever, fuck it, I'll pick this guy, maybe he's good. He was the better fighter. So, I'm excited to see, I'm going to just go right into talking about the fighters. I'm really excited to see this guy in a full camp. He's good. This guy's good. I see why he was so hyped up now. He is really fucking good. And I'm excited to see him on a full camp. I don't know if he's going to stay at lightweight. I think he's a featherweight, if I remember hearing that correctly. Lightweight. Featherweight. Yeah, I heard he's a featherweight. He didn't look undersized at lightweight. He looked pretty good, but if he wants to cut back down to featherweight, good for him. Either way, I think this guy's really fucking good, and I'm very excited to see him on a full camp, like I said. It's actually insane. I was thinking about this earlier, and even yesterday. It's interesting to see how, and they talk about this all the time on a Contender Series and commentary. It's crazy how these fighters are so ready now for their fucking call up to the UFC that they, even when they step in on short notice, they still look good. That Felipe Lima kid 2 months ago, Jordan here, and a bunch of other times. These fighters are just so good and so ready that at this point, a short notice fucking stepping barely affects them most of the time. So, I don't know. I think the UFC got a good signing here, and I'm excited to see this dude on a full camp. Like I said, he would have won on a full camp here. Got unlucky there, but this guy's good. This guy's definitely a name to keep an eye on. Couple years, we'll see where he's floating around. If he's really lived up to the hype he's gonna get after this. Hopefully he does, because he is good. And for Guram, I don't got much good. I don't have much to say, let alone anything good to say. Guram's just not good. Like, can we give up on this guy already? He's not that good. Like, he's really 1-3 in the UFC now. And he's not that guy. Like, he's not that guy. He barely fights. When he does, he doesn't look impressive. He's 32 years old. He's just not very good, and I just really don't have much expectations for him anymore. I don't think he's that guy. I just don't think he's gonna, like, if you put him in there with a lot of the top guys in the division, he loses. Even, like, I mean top guys when it comes to top-ranked, unranked guys. Top unranked guys. There we go, that's what I meant to say. Drew Dober beats him. Fucking, Ignacio Bahamondes beats him. Fucking, Drakkar Klose might beat him. Joe Alvarez beats him. Fucking, a bunch of these unranked, Matt Frivola could beat him. A lot of these unranked guys, I think, are better than him. I think Guram's more in the caliber of fucking Jordan Levitt and fucking Loic Radzhabov. Like, I think Trey Ogden might beat him. Like, I just don't think Guram's that good. Like, is he a bad fighter? No, but I think he's like a C-tier fighter. Especially in the lightweight division, he's like a C-tier fighter. I don't see the hype anymore. At a time, sure. I just don't see the hype. He has to fucking prove something, because are you impressed with this performance? Getting dropped and destroyed in the first round by a dude on short notice? I'm not. And then having to cuddle him for 2 rounds? I'm not impressed at all. I'm just not fucking impressed with that. I thought he looked terrible, and no one should be talking about Guram after that fight. They should be talking about Jordan, because he's way better. Again, on a full camp, we're talking about Guram in a lot different lights right now. We're talking about Guram probably getting cut if Jordan was on a full camp, so just what I fucking think. But enough of that. Do I got anything else to say about this fight? No. Am I giving a fight idea? No. Not a bad fight. The best fight of the night so far, and it stays that way for a hot minute. But yeah, not really much else to say about this fight. Guram, I'm not impressed. Jordan, I'm very impressed. I'm very excited to see him on a full camp. And yeah, don't have much else to say besides that. Not a bad fight, but give him a full camp. After that, I'm not gonna waste your time on this fight. As in our 5th fight of the night, my bad, we head to heavyweight for a snooze fest between Shamil Gaziev versus Don'Tale Mayes. I'm not gonna waste your fucking time, because this fight wasted enough time. For 15 minutes, Shamil laid on top of Don'Tale. Boring, shitty, low-level heavyweight. Shamil's a joke, Don'Tale Mayes is a joke, waste of our fucking time. What a waste of fucking time. I don't got much to say. Literally, it was 2 fat dudes cuddling for 15 minutes. I don't want to watch that. You don't want to watch that. I literally got up to get food. I literally got up to get food during this shit because it was that boring. It takes a lot for me to leave a fight mid-fight. This got me. Garbage, boring, low-level heavyweight, like always. Next. Now we finally got a real fight, as in our co-main event of the prelims. We had a actually very entertaining fight in the lightweight division. Lightweight, back-to-back really good fights on this card. As we had Kauê Fernandes versus Mohammad Yahya. This was a beating, and not like a bad one, but this was, I don't know why I did this, there was no fucking second round. I don't know, like, this was just a mauling. Not, like, again, not even a bad mauling, but it was just like a one-sided beating. pretty much for 4.5 minutes. Kauê landed the better shots, destroyed Yahya's legs with leg kicks, and then with a little time left in the round, he landed a nice right hand that dropped Yahya, a little bit of ground and pound, and it was over. Like, I don't even know if Yahya landed fucking double-digit strikes. All Yahya did was fucking walk around the cage getting kicked in the leg and looking like a fucking joke for 4 minutes. So, this was just a beating, and the simplest way I could put it is Yahya just got embarrassed and the shit kicked out of him for 4 minutes. Literally the shit kicked out of him, and got finished. So, yeah, not really much to say about a 4.5 minute fight that was one-sided as shit. So, yeah, I want to talk about Yahya first, because this guy's embarrassing at this point, because, like, if he was, like, we all know why he got signed to the UFC. It's not because of his talent. I think I even brought this up in the breakdown. It's because he's from UAE and all that shit. Like, he's only here to be the hometown guy on these fucking cards. The bad thing, he fucking sucks. He's fucking terrible. Like, in his first 2 UFC fights, he's done not one thing impressive. He got completely embarrassed by Trevor Peek. He got fucking annihilated here by Fernandes. This dude can't fight. This dude cannot fucking fight. And if this is the best fighter they can find fighter they can sign from UAE, what's the fucking point? And that's embarrassing. Like, this dude's awful. This dude's fucking awful. To the highest degree. Like, he's one of the worst fighters I think we've seen this year. He can't fight. Like, he cut him. Like, I'm not even, like, that's not even a joke, cut him. Do I think they're gonna cut him? No, they'll give him one more fight. But if you can't look good against Kauê fucking Fernandes, the lowest of the low in the lightweight division, who the fuck are you gonna give him? Tony? Wow, you're fucking cool. Like, goddamn. And you see, if you look at his fucking record, you see why he sucks. 5-2, 1-0, 7-2, okay, 7-4, okay, 5-3-1. Get fucking real. This dude's awful. Get the fuck rid of him. I get you want a fucking UAE fighter to make those guys happy. Good for them. The dude has been an embarrassment to them, probably. Get rid of his bum ass. He can't fight. He cannot fucking fight. Enough. I get it. The idea was fine. If he actually fucking proved like, like, him losing 2 fights is fine. If he at least showed anything. He's shown nothing. Literally, in his 2 UFC fights, he hasn't won a round. I don't think he won a round against Trevor Peek. I can look, but I'm pretty sure he didn't. And he's done nothing impressive. Get rid of this guy. He's not good. He can't fight, and he's gonna go down as a guy who only got signed because of where he's fucking from. And again, if he's the best guy he can get off those fucking terms, my god, how bad are the fighters over there? No disrespect, but fuck. And talk about Kauê Fernandes, don't got much to say. They handed him a layup, and he looked amazing. For 4.5 minutes, he used leg kicks beautifully. He looked good. He looked good. He looked good against Casey, just he couldn't stop a fucking takedown. He looked good here against Yahya, so good win for him. No, I'm not giving him a fight idea because he's so lowly ranked that it would be a fucking Apex fight at best. And, yeah, I think he called out someone. I don't fucking remember, though, and I don't care. But, yeah, he looked great here. He should have got a bonus, in my opinion, for being one of the only 3 memorable fights on this card. But, yeah, he looked good. Looked good. Fucking leg kicks on point, striking on point, got a nice finish, which I did not expect. Looked good. Can't really say much else. And I just can't say much else about this fight. It was a low-level fight, and even then, the levels were really apart. Fernandes is levels ahead of Mohammad Yahya, and that says a lot. So, yeah, not very much else to say. Good win for Fernandes. Looked great. Should have got a bonus, as I said. And for Yahya, this guy's pathetic. Pathetic. And now for our featured prelim, maybe the most impressive performance of the night. I think it's probably the most impressive performance of the night. Can I stop saying words with peace in them? As in our featured prelim in the light heavyweight division, we had a master class between Azamat Murzakanov versus Alonzo Menifield. This was a fucking masterclass of a performance, just domination. Like, this is, like, this makes the Fernandes fight look like it was close. In round 1, Azamat just pieced Menifield apart. Picked Menifield apart and pieced him up. There you go. He was the quicker fighter, the better striker, the more accurate striker, the smarter fighter. He was just 10 times better than Menifield in round 1. Like, Menifield showed toughness. He ate a lot of punches, didn't land him a lot of punches, and Azamat looked fucking flawless. Round 2 begins, much of the same. Eventually, Azamat lands a beautiful combination. I think it was a right hook that finally did the damage to hurt Menifield, and eventually that rocked him. Another punch dropped him. 2 more ground and pound shots, and Menifield was out, and Azamat Murzakanov got the W. Masterclass is the simplest way I could put it. It was a one-sided masterclass by Azamat Murzakanov, and just impressive as shit. Like, just impressive as shit, man. He looked amazing. Like, I'm going right into talking about him because he's fucking good. Like, you see why I'm hyped up on this dude. He's good. He's really fucking good. It's a shame he does not fight a lot, because he has all the talent. Like, this guy could easily be a top 6 to 7 ranked guy, if not higher at light heavyweight. He's good. Like, I think he's better than a lot of the guys above him ranked. Like, he is a legit problem. He's a quick striker with good power. Like, his gas tank's decent. He has a ground game if needed. He's really good, and you see why I've always picked him. Like, I picked him as a big underdog against Jacoby. I've picked him in all his fights. This dude's a fucking issue, man. Yeah, he's 35 years old, at light heavyweight, and you only had 14 fights. That's not a big issue. So, this guy's a legit problem. If he can stay active, he's in for some big fights, man. You could see him in a fucking, like, main event spot in his next fight. Fuck, 2 more, like, he's good. He's really fucking good. Do I think he's ever gonna get a title shot? I think we're reaching now. Do I really think he beats a Yuri or a Jan, or Ank? No. Do I think he has a chance against Piera? Fuck no. But that's just how good light heavyweight is. I think Azamat could easily be a top 6, 7, maybe top 5 dude in a division, though. He's good. He's really good. Like, and I know the main thing to say is it was against Alonzo Menifield. Yeah, Alonzo Menifield's a terrible fighter. But for a light heavyweight to look that crisp and clean on the feet instead of just fucking winging punches, like, there's very few light heavyweights who are that crisp on the feet. The next closest guy I can think of is Piera. Like, Yuri's a psychopath, Ank's a wrestler, Jan and Jamal Hill, let's get real, Ratchik, let's get real, Johnny Walker's a fucking moron, Claire Roundtree just tries to kill you, Uzdemir just tries to kill you. Like, Azamat and Piera are, like, maybe the 2 most crisp strikers in that division, unless I'm forgetting someone. So, like, this guy's good. Azamat's really fucking good, and I want to see him fight again ASAP. He didn't take a lot of damage. I want to see him fight again ASAP in the big fight that he deserves, and see how far he can really go in this division. I don't want him to be one of those guys who were thinking, man, what if he fought more? What if he this and that and that and that? Like, what the fuck if he fought more often? I don't want him to be one of those guys. I want him to be a guy who, if he does get fraud checked and he's actually not that good, I'm at least happy I saw that instead of him get wasted. So, please, fight again this year, bro. It is still early enough in the year. You can get one more in November, December. Come on. And then for Alonzo Menifield, it's Alonzo Menifield. He's gonna win some, he's gonna lose some. He's never gonna beat the best of the division, and he's never going to be the worst in the division, if that makes sense. By the way, his 2024 schedule has been brutal. Carlos Alberg and Azamat Murzakanov, fucking insane. So, But yeah, Menifield's not a terrible fighter. He's just not that great. Like, his best career win will probably be Jimmy Crute by the time he's done. So, and he is 36 years old. He's getting older. I don't think he has many UFC fights left. Like, especially if he might have one left if he loses his next fight, because that'd be 3 in a row. But it looked like he can bounce back. He has the talent to bounce back. He needs time off, though. Don't come back till next year. But he's not a terrible fighter. He's just one-dimensional and easily beatable. He's just big power shots. If you can just avoid those, you win. So, and that's what he did here. Or that's what Azamat did here. He avoided the big power shots and he won. So, yeah, I don't know. They'll give Menifield probably either a winnable fight in his next fight or a very hard fight to build up a young guy. Either way, who cares? And we'll see what happens. So, whatever. Good for Alonzo Menifield. He's gonna keep his job for now. Maybe they'll give him an easy fight after a murderer's row of fucking prospects. So, yeah. Not much I'll say besides, for the first time that a fighter actually deserves this, who should they fight next? For Azamat Murzakanov, the best idea I think is that who should he fight in these top 13? He should fight Krylov, in my opinion. Krylov, another dude who's super inactive, not fought since March last year. I've heard he wants to get back in there soon. Let's see, Krylov and Murzakanov. The only other fight you could do is Murzakanov and Johnny Walker. I'm okay with that. I think Walker should fight Reyes, though. I think that makes more sense. And I think Krylov and Murzakanov is a perfect fight. Like, just do a quick little booking of the entire light heavyweight division. Yuri should fight Hill. Ankalaev is fighting Ratchik for some reason. Jan should fight Alberg. Krylov should fight Murzakanov, as I said. Uzdemir should fight Khalil. Walker should fight Reyes. Smith should fight Gushkov. Reyes fights Walker, and who knows what happens with number 15. So, but for our guy, I want Azamat Murzakanov versus Nikita Krylov. Makes sense. Would be a good fight. Both are inactive. Let's get a book, Dana. So, yeah. And then for Alonzo Menifield, who cares? Feed him to a young guy or give him an easy fight. I don't think anyone really cares. So, yeah, not very much else to say. Great win for Azamat Murzakanov. Got a bonus as he deserves. And who should he fight next? I like him versus Nikita Krylov. Great fight. Makes sense. Book it. Good co-main on a fight night. Apex fight night, I should say. And yeah, great performance by the professional, man. Masterclass. So those were the prelims. 42 minutes in, and somehow I talked 42 minutes about fucking nothing, pretty much. Pretty terrible prelims. It ended good. It really ended good, but the first 5 fights were not good. Z sucked. This was a robbery also. This was alright, just on a full camp, and then this was awful. The worst fight of the fucking night, so just 5 duds and 2 really good fights. That's not a good fucking ratio. 5 and 2. 5 bad, 2 good is not a fucking ratio you want to see on a prelims. But that's what we got here. Did the main card save it? No. But let's get into it anyway, as we have 6 more fights to recap. 43 minutes into this bitch. Let's get into it let's get right into it as we head back to lightweight again for another good fight. It's their fucking night. As we begin the main card with a banger in the lightweight division between Joel Alvarez versus Elves Brener. What a goddamn performance. What a good fight. In the first 2 rounds, it was kind of the same thing, as Alvarez was just kind of walking Brener down, bullying him is the best way I could think to put it. Being the way bigger fighter by a good couple of inches, way bigger reach advantage, and just a better striker, to be honest. He dropped Brener in round 1 pretty badly. Round 2 was kind of just him walking him down, but it was clearly 2-0 Alvarez going into round 3. Eventually, Alvarez finally landed that death shot that hurt Brener, and then he just threw about 45 fucking knees to his head. And before he finally collapsed, a couple more ground and pound shots, and it was over. Joel Alvarez somehow keeps his fucking finishing streak alive late in the third round, and his only the third round of his career, I believe. And yeah, just wow, man, just fucking wow. What a performance. The simplest way I could put it, what a fucking performance. Just fucking brutal. I'll talk about Alvarez first, obviously. The same thing I said for Murzakanov, I can say here. This dude needs to fight more often because he is so good. Joel Alvarez is a fucking beast. It's a shame that he's mostly remembered for the Arman Tsarukyan fight where he almost got fucking murdered. Like, but you fucking gotta, like, you shit on him for that fight, but then you remember who the fuck Arman Tsarukyan is. The guy who's probably gonna be a champion sooner than later. Besides that, the only other guy he lost to was Damir Ismagulov, who was his fucking debut, probably on short notice, knowing the UFC. So, and ever since, he's fucking 6-2 in UFC. Does he have an impressive win, like a top tier name win? No, I'll give you that much. His best win, he probably just got. Well, no, Thiago Moises was not a bad win. But Moises and Elves Brener are your best wins. I can see why people kind of forget about him. But, like, this dude's a fucking issue. And he's never won by fucking decision. He's only got finishes. So, you gotta give him that props as well. This guy's, like, think about all I just said. He's entertaining. He's really good. He only gets finishes. This guy's a problem if he can fight. He's ginormous for lightweight. I think he's tied for the tallest lightweight with Jalen Turner. This guy's really fucking good, and if he can just fight more consistently, same thing I said with Azamat Murzakanov, I say for Joel Alvarez. Fight more consistently. You have all the fucking potential in the world. Maybe not championship potential. Again, same thing I said with Murzakanov. Do I think Alvarez is going to be a champion? No. But I think Alvarez could be a top 15, top 10 dude in the lightweight division. He's really fucking good. Like, again, if you look at the people, I think he's better than a lot of the guys in the fucking rankings. Like, Benio Dariush, Alvarez is better. Moicano, I think Alvarez is better. I think Alvarez is better than RDA. Maybe Paddy Pimblett, Dan Hooker. Like, he's better than I'll say right now, I think he's better than Gamrot. Gamrot sucks. So, I think Alvarez is just really fucking good. He just needs to fight more consistently. So, hopefully he does. He's entertaining and good. Something rare to find in the UFC at this point. Fight more consistently, man. We need to see how far you can really go. And then talk about his opponent, Elvis Brener. Brener's gonna be one of those guys who just has fun fights. He's never gonna be a guy who's gonna be a top 15 ranked guy or this or that. He's just gonna be a fun fighter. But that's all we really care about. Like we have our good fighters, we need our entertaining fighters, and he's one of them. He's like Justin, and lightweight has a bunch of those guys: Matt Frivola, Trevor Peake, Charlie Campbell, Chris Duncan. Just those. Terrence McKinney has made a career off of being just that. So it's not a bad career to have. It's a lot of CT involved, but shit. Yeah, Brener's never gonna be one of these top tier guys, but we don't care for him to be that. Just be entertaining, and in all his UFC fights, the Tuhuga fight was kind of lame, but ever since he's just had fun fights. So just keep doing that, man. Not really asking you to do much else besides that. Just keep having really fun fights. Win them or lose them. Have it be entertaining. That's about all you can do. You're not that skilled. You're just entertaining. So, yeah. Not really much else to say about this fight. Really a perfect way to be in the main card. Really fun fight. And now to get into who they should fight next. For Joel Alvarez, a lot of people are saying this fight, and I completely agree with it. It's a ranked fight, and I brought his name up a couple minutes ago. It's a perfect fight. Let's see who's the best tall lightweight, man. 6'3" versus 6'3". Two guys who only get finishes. Book this fight, please. Please. This could be a dope-ass fucking featured prelim on a pay-per-view. Everyone's tuning in for this. I don't think either guy's ever won by... Has Turner ever won by decision? I might need to put in a fucking R, you dumb fuck. He's never won by decision. Like, it's Dana. It's right there. Book this fucking fight. We all want to see it. Let's book this shit, okay? Turner versus Alvarez. A banger of all bangers. Let's get this shit booked, okay? I think I speak for everyone when I say we want to see this. So, can we get it? Please, please. And then for Brener, no really fight idea. Just book him in more fun fights. Have him fight fucking Chris Duncan or some shit, I don't know. Yeah, book him in fun fights, that's really all we're asking from him, so, yeah. Not very much else to say. Really good fight to begin the main card. The last time you'll hear me say anything good about this card for a minute. And, yeah, who should they fight next? Like Joe Alvarez versus Jalen Turner. Makes a bunch of sense. Would be a really good fight. And, yeah, book it. Don't really got much else to say. Joe Alvarez, it's really fucking good. He needs to fight more consistently. Just, wow. Him and Murzakanov, man. I think the two most impressive guys on this card. No one else really impressed me that much. Outside of those two, so. Good job, boys. After that, this is when the shit began. After that, we head to our second fight of the main card. Heading back to women's strawweight. And back to the robberies! Yay! As in our second fight of the main card, we had Mackenzie Dern versus Loppy Godinez. Guys, I'm gonna shock you with something you've never heard before. Mackenzie Dern got handed a robbery. I'm shocked. Yeah, fucking Godinez clearly won this fight. Like, yeah, Dern won round 1, I think, but Loppy clearly won the second and third. But whatever. The fucking judges, we all know the UFC's like, you gotta give this decision to Dern. We like Dern. I wonder why. She's just, let me try and gather my fucking words for a second. Loppy got robbed. Shocker. I know. I'm fucking shocked. Whatever. I don't even want to waste a lot of time on this fight. It was a terrible fight anyway. But yeah, Loppy got completely robbed, like always. And, yeah, UFC's gonna keep kissing Dern's ass because that's the only thing she fucking has. She's not good. She's not fucking good at all. Like, she still throws like a fucking blind kid. She can't fucking strike. Her ground game is the only good thing about her fucking game, and she can't even. She has no idea how to get to the fucking ground without falling down like a dumbass. So, waste of fucking time. Gifted her a fucking win, and shitty fight, shitty fighter. Waste of time, man. Feed her to fucking, I don't know. Jalen, get off my fucking screen, please. Thank you. Feed her to goddamn. Ricci, Robertson, Rivas, I don't know, who cares, Dern's a joke, simple as that, and fuck her. Loppy, God, you suck, you both suck. Next. Oh god, it got worse. Help, please. I don't want to talk about this, man. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Our third fight of the main card, Michael Chiesa versus Tony Ferguson. Chiesa, I got nothing to say about you. Good win. You were respectful on the mic. Thank you. Tony, have a quick heart-to-heart, brother. It's over. It's fucking over. Stop fighting. No more. 8 fucking losses. No more, man. It is over. Okay? We're done here. You don't need to fight anymore. No one wants to watch you fight anymore. It's over. Retire. Enjoy life. Thank you for everything. We all love you. But we're tired. We're tired of watching you get your fucking brain to be... You didn't take damage here. You got choked out. Whatever. Retire. You're 40 years old. You've done enough. You're first ballot Hall of Famer. We all love you. You're gonna go into Hall of Fame. It's over. Dana, if you have any respect for this man, or at least us, the fans, you do not book this man no matter how hard he tries to get booked. I don't care what the fight is. It is over. No one wants to watch him fight. I don't. You don't. He doesn't want to fight. Dana doesn't want to watch him fight. It's over. No more. No more. No more. Are we cool? Do we all understand that, Tony? It's over. Cool. Thank you for everything, Tony. You're the thumbnail of this video for a reason. No more. Next. I don't have anything else to say. Chiesa, I kind of feel bad for Chiesa. He's kind of getting fucked over. He won and no one cares. Let's talk about our next fight as we head to Bantamweight for our fourth fight of the night. And the last good thing to happen on this main card, or this card in general, as in our fourth fight of the night in the Bantamweight division, we had Deiveson Figueiredo versus Marlon Chito Rivera. Am I gonna shock you when I say Figueiredo just beat him up? Okay. Yeah, it's for fucking 15 minutes. Figgy kind of beat up Chito. It's not very close. Chito never got started. He's a slow starter. I guess if you just suck, they just call you a slow starter now. So, I guess Chito couldn't rely on getting a fucking knockdown every round to win, because he fucking sucks. Yeah, I don't need to say much. Chito beat him up for 15 minutes. Maybe you want to give Chito the round 2. Good for you. But outside of that, it was a clear Figgy win. At bare minimum 29-28, and that 29-28 is one-sided. So, yeah, good. Not very much to say. I'll talk about Figgy secondly, because I just want to talk about Chito a little more. Like, I don't even hate Chito anymore. Like, the O'Malley stuff's over. That shit happened. It's the past. O'Malley proved what really would have happened. It's over. I'm just being honest now. This guy's not good. Can we stop pretending this guy's good? He's not. He's fucking not. He got babied for years because they wanted... let's be honest, he got babied for years because they wanted to do this fight right here, which they did, and now it's over. Like, let's be honest, he lost this fight. And let's be honest, did he look good in these fights? Two of them he was losing before the finish. Like, he's not good. He's just not fucking good. And he's gonna start dropping down the rankings now. Because the UFC's done babying him. Like, they try to give him Cejudo, which okay, maybe I'm wrong, they're gonna keep trying to baby him. But instead he got Figgy and he got destroyed. But, like, he's not good. He really fucking should have never even been in this fight again, because he probably lost to Munoz, which says a lot that he lost to Pedro Munoz. But yeah, Chito's just not a good fighter. He's not a slow starter. He just only relies on getting a fucking knockout late in the fight, because he for some reason doesn't fight till the third round. Ooh. So, like, Piotr Jan's a slow starter because he's actually fucking good and he actually does fight. What the fuck is Chito? A slow starter? No, he sucks. That's what Chito is. Enough already. I'm tired of hearing about this guy. Go fucking be on Apex cards. Enough. Enough of this guy. I think we've all had it with fucking Marlon Chito Vera. You had a nice run off a pretend win, and now it's over. Cool. He seems like a nice dude. I'll give him that much. He's a nice dude. I don't dislike the person. The fighter's just a fucking bum. Cool? Cool. And then for Figgy, there's not very much to say. He dominated a pretty bad fighter. Now 3-0 at bantamweight, a weight class he should have been at his whole career at this point. I don't know why the fuck he killed himself to make flyweight for years. He still looks great. Like 36 years old, still looking amazing at flyweight or at bantamweight. First fighter to ever drop Chito, very impressive there. And again, he looked amazing. One more win, he's getting a title shot, and yeah, dude's still really good. Like, the dude still has a lot left in the tank at 36 years old. Looking great. Can't really say much else. Dominated Chito. Only thing left to say now is, who should they fight next for Figgy? I think we all know what fight to make. We gotta get Figgy and Piotr Jan already. Like, it's too perfect. The winner gets the title shot after Umar and Merab gets knocked out. So, just a fight that makes the most sense. Figgy and Jan, it's right there. I think we all would like to see that. Let's see that. It would be a great fight. Oh my god, that could be a fucking fight night main event. So, let's see it, man. I would love to see that fight. Who wouldn't? Book it. Cheeto can go fight someone else. You might do Cheeto Cejudo. Might make a lot of sense now. But, Figgy and Jan sound good to me. Let's do it. Not very much else to say about this fight. It was decent. Probably what I would give 5 tonight. Not because it was some great fight, just because it was like maybe the most memorable fight on the card. That was not a finish. And yeah, not bad, man. Not bad at all. And if I who should they fight next? I like Figgy and Jan, and I guess Cheeto and Cejudo. Figgy and Jan's a fucking beautiful fight that we need to see already. And Cheeto versus Cejudo, they both suck. Someone has to win. Let's do it. Not as a main event, Dana. I know how much you love those two. Let's have like maybe a prelims of a fight night. So yeah, not very much else to say. Give us Figgy and Jan, man. That fight needs to happen. Figgy deserves it. Jan needs one more win. Book that shit, man. It's so good. Book it. Now that's the last of the good things I can say about this card. Now we go into garbage, as in our co-main event of the evening. We had a complete joke waste of time between Shara Magomedov versus Michal Olashechuk. Not really much to say about this pretty pathetic fight. Fuck, I think Olashechuk won. What the fuck is the Shara bullet scorecard? Great, don't even fucking have it. Long story short, round 1, Olashechuk definitely won. He dropped Shara, landed the better shots, walked him down. Clear round for Olashechuk. Round 2, yeah, Shara won, I can't lie. He beat Olashechuk up pretty badly. But in round 3, I think Olashechuk won. It was a close round. Olashechuk ended the round on top. I give it to Olashechuk. I think he won. Of course, they're going to give it to Shara no matter what. He could have got knocked out, or so they're going to raise his hand, but whatever. Shara's a complete fraud, a complete waste of fucking hype. Dude is not good, and the second he fights anyone actually good, he has no chance. And for Olashechuk, good for him. He earned himself another UFC fight, in my opinion. I thought he looked a lot better. I thought he was a better fighter. He looked better. He should have won this fight. And Shara's a pathetic joke of a fucking fighter. Like, he's in the fraud club. Like, he's not even lost yet. He's in the fraud club. He's not good. He never will be good. He lost this fight, and Shara's a bitch. They're gonna give him another fucking layup anyway, so what's the point of a fight idea? They're gonna give him the fucking Chipotle worker from down the street. So, who cares? He's a bum. Olashechuk, good job making this guy look like a fucking clown. And, what a waste of a co-main. Should have been Tony. And to end the night, we have our main event of the evening. We head to bantamweight for a #1 contenders fight. Who's gonna fight O'Malley after he knocks out Merab? We got our answer. And then our co-main event of the evening, our main event of the evening, we had Umar Nurmagomedov versus Corey Sandhagen in a boring ass fight. Yeah, sorry to put the fucking whimper into this, but yeah, this fight sucked. But it was so high level, so technique, blah blah blah, and I don't give a fuck, this shit was boring. The most impactful thing in every round was Umar's takedown at the end that won him the fight, to be honest. Umar literally won every round by getting a takedown in the end. I'm not even fucking with you. Like, every round he ended the round getting a takedown, and he won the round that way. You think I'm lying? Go watch it. Every round he got a takedown and secured the round with like 30 seconds left. It's fucking hilarious how Corey never stopped it. He fell for it every goddamn time, without fail. It was just hilarious. Yeah, clear 50-45 Umar. If you want to give Sandhagen a round, sure, I don't blame you. You fell asleep during it. Cool. Terrible, boring fight, like I said. I don't really see why people are saying, oh, this was a great fight. You just don't get it. It was so high level. Neither guy threw with any power. No one got hurt. No one got cut. It was just fucking some weak-ass punches that usually got blocked or missed, and Umar's takedowns, which won him the fight. So, boring. It was boring. I don't get it. It was as predicted, by the way, by yours truly. I told you this was gonna be a boring fight because these two are boring fighters. Wow. Corey Sandhagen is boring. Umar Nurmagomedov is boring. I fucking told y'all. This is gonna be boring, and who was right? Your boy. You're welcome. Yeah, boring fight. Umar clearly won. He's just a better fighter than Corey, and even on the feet, he was doing better at times. The rare time they actually threw anything, and yeah, pretty boring fight as predicted. I'm so shocked. I really don't gotta say much about the fighters. Umar proved he's legit. The kid's really fucking good, and he's gonna fight for the belt next. Good for him, man. He proved he's legit. Simple as that. For Corey, he's just a journey. He's just a gatekeeper at this point. That's all he is. He's just a bona fide gatekeeper, and that's what he's good at. He's just gonna be a good gatekeeper in the division. So he'll probably fight another young guy soon, either lose or win. And yeah, he's never gonna win a bout. He's never gonna get close. He's probably never gonna get another title shot again. He's just not good enough to be a champion. He's a good gatekeeper in the division, and that's all we really need. Bantamweight really doesn't have any of those until now, so good job, Corey. You're doing good work here, man. Not very much else to really say. Only thing I have to say is, who should they fight next? I don't even have to waste your time with this. Umar's gonna fight O'Malley after he KOs Merab, and Sandhagen will probably fight maybe Jose Aldo if he beats Mario Bautista. I don't hate that idea. Yeah, Corey will probably take some time off. Now, I'm down to see Aldo and Sandhagen if Aldo beats Mario Bautista. I think that's a good fight. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, unless he wants to beat up fucking Cejudo for fun, but I really don't see the point of that. So yeah, I guess let's just see if Aldo beats Batista. I think Aldo and Sandhagen makes a lot of sense. So yeah, and that'd be a great fight, by the way, Jesus. So yeah, sounds good to me. Not very much else to say, right? Besides pretty lame main event. That really just set up some good fights. So not very much else to say. Who should they fight next? Umar is gonna get a title shot against O'Malley next year, and Sandhagen should fight, I guess, Aldo if he beats Batista. If Batista wins that fight, then I have no idea what Sandhagen's gonna do, but guess we just wait and see, eh? But yeah, not very much else to say. Boring main event. Good win for Umar. The kid is legit. He's boring, but he's legit. And yeah, not very much else to say. Besides, boom! That's the card. To go over how I did on picks, I went 8 of 13, 3 perfect, 475. Really got 9 right, because Godinez I got 10 right, because Dudakova got robbed. Really, only ones I got wrong were Tony, who was pure bias, Danto Mays, who just sucks, and Jordan, who would have won on a full camp. So really, I only got 3 wrong, and 2 if you want to be honest. So I really went 10 right, 2 wrong, and 1 no contest, in my opinion. But whatever, judges are always gonna fuck me out of a good night of picks, and that's to be expected, eh? So yeah, the bonuses for the card were 5 of the night to Shara and Olashaychuk, and performance of the night to Alvarez and Azamat. I agree with the performance bonuses. I would have gave 5 of the night to Figgy. I think he earned it more. Or I would not give a 5 of the night bonus in general and gave another performance of the night to Kauê. I think he earned it more than Shara earned the 5 of the night. So, yeah, these two are right. This is wrong. For him, it's right. Shara's a fucking joke. So whatever. But they're gonna kiss that guy's ass for no reason, even though he's not good. So whatever. And the only thing left to say is, if you missed a card, what would I say you should go back and rewatch? Really only got 3 fights to offer you. Well, I would say 4. Fernandes, Murzakanov, Alvarez, and Figgy. Those are only 4 things I would rewatch, and that's only 4 things you should rewatch. Everything else, no. All of it, well, if you watch the first rounds, this, because you should see how good Jordan is. These sucked. Shit. Pain. He sucks. Boring. So, yeah, pretty much Figgy, Alvarez, Murzakanov, and Fernandes. The only things I would recommend to rewatch. Everything else, don't waste your fucking time. Unless you're putting it on to go to bed. Then Corey and you are the perfect fight for that. If you just want to turn something on to fall asleep to, you got your fight. But, yeah, not very much else to say about this card. It was super disappointing, as you see when I'm only offering 4 fights you should go back and rewatch. And it was just not a really good card. It had the potential to be great, and it just really didn't live up to that. The main event sucked. The co-main sucked. Tony was sad. Dern sucked. Prelims were disappointing. It was just not great. Like, compared to the other fight night, and like the early fight night, the Whitaker Ikram card was way better. Like, way better. And it's not even fucking competitive. Better main event, better card, more to talk about, more highlights. It was way better. This card was not very good. And, you wanna know what makes it even worse? Now we head to the fucking Apex for Tybura versus Spivak 2. I'm going to jump off the fucking roof of the Apex. What the fuck, Dana? We gotta now watch an Apex card after a shitty pay-per-view and a shitty fucking fight night. God damn it. Whatever. I kind of looked at the card. It's dreadful. It's fucking dreadful. And, yeah, I'm not excited. Not much to be excited about on that card. And I'm going to fucking jump off the roof. So, I don't got much else to say. This card was disappointing, and thank you, Joe Alvarez, Azamat, Murzakanov, Kauê, Fernandes, and Deiveson Figueiredo for giving us at least something good to talk about. Tony Ferguson, thank you as well for a great career. Besides that, I don't got much else to say. Besides, you'll hear from me Friday for a breakdown of UFC Vegas, who gives a fuck, and then a recap on Sunday. Sorry for getting this out kind of late, but I got it out on Sunday. All that matters. I'm trying to cope. And, yeah, all I have to say now is I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. 100 subs goal by the end of 2024. And unless I'm forgetting to say something, which I don't believe I am, as always, RX out. Good vibes, only and always. Thank you, Tony.